welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the most commonly used Git commands for beginners. Like when you're starting with the coding or collaborating on a project or just curious about version control, and then this video might be useful for you. And let's get started. So Git is a free and open source version control system that lets you track changes in your code, and also we can collaborate with the others and also manage your project history by doing git log, git status. So let's start by configuring git with your mail and name, username. So the command we use for configuring is git config. The command we use, basically we give the username we give here is while we are creating the github account. So you can see this is my github account username. Similarly, you can see after while you creating, you give some github account username, right? That's the username we have to give, and the email that we use to create a github account is what we use to configure the with the mail. So it's configured. So let's start by cloning a project. So let's take some project. For showing you, I have created some sample project named YouTube tutorial. So this is the project I have created. Similarly, you can create by clicking on the create new repository, and here you can give the repository name. If you want to make it public, visible to everybody, then you can make it public, or you can keep that private for learning purposes. And optionally, you can add a readme file where we can write about briefly about the project, and any requirement like any setup details that you can write. And here you can click on create project, but already created, so I'm not showing you now. So this project I have created YouTube tutorial just to show you guys. So here if you go, this is the link that we use to clone the project. And yeah, let's clone from the terminal. The command we used is git clone. So it's already, I have already cloned, which is why it's saying it's already cloned. Maybe we can rename it with another name. So so if other than like if the YouTube tutorial is their name that's already in the GitHub, but if you want to clone by some other name, by giving some other name, then you can specify it by writing next to it, like uh, I have cloned it as like test YouTube. So it's already cloned now, it's successfully cloned. Then you say ls, it will show lot of projects and the test YouTube that I have recently cloned now. Now I should go into that. So I'm going to that. Now let me open here from the phone. So currently I'm in the test YouTube directory. Now if I make some changes like hello, I'm writing this, let me save this file. Now the other command we use is git add command. From this you can add the files. git add, if I give git add space dot, then whatever the changes we did, like if we have some other files, let me create new another new file, let me create some another md file, learn.md, or maybe I can create .py. Let me create a learn.py file, writing some code here, print hello world. So I have made changes to two files, readme and learn.py. Now if you give the git status, it will show you the what are the files that are changed. So changes not staged for commit is like the file exists in the uh, repository, but we have modified that, and untracked files is something that is not existing in the repository currently. We have created a new file, so both we need to add. So we haven't made any changes, so we can add both the files with the git add dot add space dot, then files will get added. Like now if you check git status, it will show in the green because these are staged, but we are yet to commit, so we have to commit. Or if you want to add only specific file, you can specify that file name by, maybe I want to add only learn.py file, not the md file, then you can save that. So yeah, if you want to push all the files at a time, you can just specify add space dot. If you want only add specific files, then you can mention that name. Now another command is commit command, git space commit space -m. Here we give the commit message. So always try to give commit message that is relevant to what you have changes made, like what changes you have made. Like let's start with some verb, like add content to readme file and learn.py. So this is the commit message. So I have made some changes. I'm giving the commit message relevant to that. So now I'm committing. So now it's committed. Now let's check the status. So yeah, nothing to commit means whatever we have made changes, we already committed with this commit command. So there is nothing, there is no changes that are yet to be committed, that's what it's saying. So now we have to push, like since we have committed, it's still not on the cloud. It's still like if you go back here and refresh, it is not showing here because we didn't push it yet. So we have to push it, so for which we have to give the git push command. So here hyphen u origin is like, origin is the um, name of our git remote. So it could be origin or it could be something else like github or whatever you specify while you are creating the repository. So if you give the git remote -v, here it will tell what's our current remote. So here it's saying this is our current remote with the origin is the name of the remote. So which is why I'm specifying git push -u origin. So since origin is the name of our remote. So if your origin name is something other than the uh, like if your remote name is something other than the origin, like some github or some very other name, like your, it could be your name also, then you have to specify in the space of origin like git push -u github main. So main is our current branch. So if you go back to our go back and refresh, then it will show like the learn.py is now in the GitHub, like it's pushed. So the changes are pushed. This is how you add, commit, and push the changes. Like, so the main commands here are cloning the command, cloning command like git clone space url, and later how to add like git add space file name or git add space dot. That's how you add the files, and then commit, like you need to commit with the relevant commit message, mostly with starting with the verb and what you have done, like what changes you have done. And that's how we commit. And committing is not enough. In order to make it visible on the GitHub, you have to push it as well, so for which we give the push command. And there is also other command like git status. If you are unsure whether whether your changes are committed or it's in GitHub or not, you have to check the status. It will say branch is up to date, like its branch is like your changes are pushed, then it will say your branch is up to date and there is nothing to commit, that like there are like no changes. So these are the basic commands that we will use daily. And yeah, there are still a lot more commands that are very useful, and we'll discuss in the next video. And hope these commands are very useful for you. And yeah, thank you, and please subscribe, like. Thank you.